Hello, I hope you're all doing well out there. In today's podcast, I want to talk about positive and negative energy in the aura. It's very, very important, actually, not only for how you feel, but also for your health. And we don't always know if we've got a lot of negative or positive energy. With some people, they got a lot of negative energy because, oh my God, you just sit with it and you're like, oh, goodness gracious. And you'll know straight away. And you won't sense much positive energy. And vice versa, if you're with someone who's very positive, you'll feel that energy as well and you won't feel so much negative. And there's ways that you can work on your aura to increase your positive energy and decrease your negative, and also to send that to other people. So the first thing is to realise that we've all got some negative energy around our body. It could be in the chakras, in the organs, it might be in our mind, and also it can be in the layers. And I talked about the layers before, the 7 layers. When you're doing your release work, however you choose to do it, just let go of all the negative energy. It kind of goes with negativity, but I want you to just think of it as negative energy and positive energy today. Negative energy will make you have negativity, I feel, and negativity will create negative energy. However, today we're just going to work on the actual energetic part of it. I did this meditation or release work and my tapping like I like to do, and I just released it from all the different places, as I've just said to you, to go to. You might know where it is. Anywhere there's problems in the body, you'll find that's a bit of negative energy there. And anywhere that there's problems in your mind, the way you're thinking, your mental body, your emotional body, your astral body, you'll probably have some negative energy there. The first thing is to let it go. So you just let the negative energy go, release it, keep releasing it. But the most important then is to refill your aura with positive energy. The variety of ways you can do it are: one, you can just see it coming in through your crown and just flood the whole aura with positive energy. And every cell is flooded with positive energy, every cell in your body and your aura. The other way is you can go through systematically. I did the first one, then I systematically filled up my body with positive energy. I filled up all the organs and the muscles and nerves, all the parts of the body that are physical, everything I could think of. And if I had any sore bits or bits that hurt, I filled it up with lots of positive energy in those areas. Then I went to my mind, as an actual the mind, and I filled my mind up with positive thought forms, positive energy, positive ways of doing things, making plans, manifesting things. I also worked on the chakras, sent positive energy to every chakra, front and the back. I also did through the layers, so I sent positive energy to the 7 layers to each of them. That way I sort of felt like I was doing it all. And then I checked before with my pendulum how much positive energy I had before and how much I had afterwards. If you fill your aura with positive energy, it's very high vibrational energy, and that's why we want to do it, because the vibration is higher. It actually knocks out the lower vibrations in the aura, and you actually start to feel better. And some of the areas that aren't working so well, they will be sort of supported and supplemented by positive, high vibrational energy. The other thing you can do is somebody you know is having health issues or a hard time emotionally or mentally, you can send a lot of positive energy to them. And I would do it the same way up through the crown and just go through systematically. They will benefit from it. If they want it, they'll keep it. And you remember with healing that's sent, it goes to their doorstep and they decide if it's going to be used or not. They have free will always. But if we don't send it, then they don't get a choice, do they? And you can just fill them up with positive energy. It's a very quick thing to do. It's easy. It's very powerful to do this kind of work, because the positive energy helps us in many ways. If we have a negative way of thinking, that will actually download eventually into our body and cause problems in the body. And that's why some people who have illnesses or diseases cannot get rid of it, because they have so much negative energy in their mind. Now, the mind is telling the body what to do most of the time, and the body and the mind have a consciousness, each one, and they tend to overlap. I've spoken about this in another podcast. So they sort of, like, if you think of 2 circles that overlap, the 2 little circles overlapping. So what one does affects the other, and they sort of vie for power a little bit. the both of them, because they're both trying to run their sections and they want these sections to work. Therefore, when we add a lot of positive energy to our mind, it does affect the body, and vice versa. If we add a lot of positive energy to our body, it affects the mind. The mind, I think, still is the most powerful. However, if the body needs to assert itself, it will just get sick, or you'll get tired, or you won't be able to go, because it's like, excuse me, I need to do some work over here, mind, and it'll stop itself. Having a lot of positive energy will also help you attract more success in your life and more positive people, and you will actually influence people in a positive way without even having to do anything. Just having all that positive energy in you will make your aura feel lighter. I think that negative energy makes you feel dense, and it makes you feel heavy and depressed, obviously. However, positive energy is uplifting. It makes you feel lighter. You have a spring in your step. You maybe will laugh more, and things won't get to you as much. And when you do have some negative things happen, you deal with it and then you let it go. It's a lot about letting go of the negative energy. Negative energy can be circumstantial. You could have had a really tough childhood and a tough life and had a lot of negative experiences which weren't your fault, and they've collected in your aura. And you also could have been brought up in that environment. If your parents, or even if one, was very negative, just dealing with that negativity, you would have absorbed it. So you've got to understand that we're like sponges, and particularly you who are listening to these podcasts, you're really sensitive. You will be absorbing energy around you, and if it's negative, it will go into your aura and you'll be really affected by it. That's why letting it go is so important, because not all the negative energy will be manifest by you. It could be from other people or your environment. That's why we always want to get away from them. You know that feeling you've got when you're with someone and they're really negative and you just want to leave the room or go outside, or and then go and do some cooking to get away, shorten the visit or shorten the phone call. It's because your body knows, your mind knows, I don't want this much negative energy being absorbed into me while you're talking to that person. I tend to let go of their negative energy. Any negative energy I've picked up, I release it, let it go. You can still be there for people when they're going through stuff, but afterwards you might have to do some release work because you'll inadvertently carry it. Do this work. You can do it quickly and simply. You can do it when you're having a shower, bring in all the positive energy, release the negative, and you can see the water running away, taking the negative energy. You can do a visual. You can do it before you go to sleep, when you're just sitting, when you have to go somewhere that's going to be in a negative experience, you just fill yourself with positive light, and it reinforces you. It's a very strong light, the positive light. It's very high in vibration, as I've said before, but it's actually very strong. Whereas a negative one, even though it has a grasp on you, it's actually pulling you down. It's actually making your aura vibrate lower. That's why people get sick, because the vibration of the aura gets lower and lower, and then they get sick, because you're supposed to be vibrating at a certain rate to be healthy. And that's also why the organs get sick, because they're vibrating too slow. Have fun with this one. I enjoyed doing it. It was very positive. It hopefully makes you feel more joyful, and you can bring in the joy energy too if you like, and the love energy when you're doing it. I tend to do everything that comes to mind, and I want you to do what everything comes to your mind. I think you might find it interesting. I worked on someone just recently absently and didn't say anything, just sent it. And they just said to me, oh, they were a bit gruff, a bit cranky. And then they said to me soon afterwards, maybe 10 minutes afterwards, I have to be more positive and think more positively. And I thought, oh, good, yeah, got there. I did the first old pattern of how to behave, and then the new sweep of positive energy in their aura was now making them think different and behave different. So hoping you have a very positive energy week, and I'm sending you lots of love and lots of light.